Hi, it's Meredith. So this is going to be a little bit of a different intro for this particular video. I serendipitously came across two churches today. One was in ruins and one was just the most glorious church I think I've ever walked into in my life, that would be reminiscent of something in Europe, which it does have Europe origins, and we'll do a separate video on that one and we'll talk about that one later. But what I wanted to get on here and say at the beginning as I'm editing this video is a little bit about my genealogy. So I'm really big into genealogy. I'll try to put right here what my percentages are from Ancestry DNA that I do. And God's really funny because God knew what I needed today. If you've seen my video that I posted yesterday, it's called I Lost My Faith Today. I'm really proud of that particular video. I mean, I'm proud of everything I put out, but that one was really just the Lord speaking through me. But today I had an intention of going to like a ghost town, and again, not ghost hunting, but like just an old abandoned place. I don't know how I found this particular church we're about to talk about. No idea. I don't know how I got lucky to find it on Google, but I did, and I went to it because it wasn't too far from where I live, which amazes me that I've lived here for almost 10 years and I've never been to the cities that are like an hour away from me to my west. I always go to the coast or other places that I'm very familiar with. So here's why this church is very significant to me, and I'm so grateful that I found it. And you may hear Dr. Jeremiah in the background because I have one of his sermons on right now as I do this. I do not say the word right at all in any of my videos because I just learned how to say it, and I'm probably still going to say it wrong. Alsace. Okay, that is the city that I have actually traced my ancestors to on my great-grandmother's side, to 1750. I used to do international ancestry for a while, but just for money issues and things like that, I don't do it anymore like I used to. But I've been doing genealogy, gosh, since like 2005. And I always pretty much focus on my great-grandmother's side of the family, and then my dad's side of the family I do separately. There's really amazing finds on his side as well, which we'll talk about. But today I was delightfully surprised, and this is God, guys. This is... I just can't even put this into words. So when I found my ancestor, a direct ancestor in 1750, they lived in a town, and I call it Alsace in every video that you're gonna see if we mention it, because I don't know how to say it. And I just tried to learn on Google, and I believe it's pronounced Alsace. Like Alsace, still probably saying it wrong. But this is the actual city, town, that my ancestor that I found directly connected to me is from. And again, I was lucky enough to work with a sweet woman who is German. She was born in Germany, and she told me the history of the city. And at the time I didn't understand. It was really confusing. She said sometimes it was German, depending on what was going on in the world at the time, and sometimes it was French. So it has both German and French influences, if you will. So that was really neat because I don't know if that particular ancestor was truly German or was French. I'm going to assume German just based on I have a high amount of German DNA, but it was from this city. So the abandoned church, or the old church that I found today, mentions Alsatians is what I say, but they are from that actual city that my direct ancestor is from. Like, how wild is that? The second church that I'll do another video on was in Castroville, and that was also a big thing with Alsatians and people from Alsace or Alsace. I'm just gonna keep saying it wrong because it's a funny thing at this time. But the one that I'm gonna do when I show you guys more of Castroville, you'll see an actual French/German home that was from the 1600s that was given to us as a gift, or given to that city. So that was a little long-winded. I just wanted to go into the story as to why this is really special to me, because you'll see my reaction. I didn't expect to see that city name. I've been trying to remember that city name for a long time, and to just think that literal direct ancestors of my own are buried in the cemetery there, or could have known my ancestor at that time, is amazing. And it's a very high probability that someone there I am related to directly, just because I do have a direct descendant that I have traced to there. And I could have more, but it's just so time consuming to do this that it's hard to track it down unless like I go to Germany. But enjoy, and I hope that the Lord moves when you see it, because it certainly just did me a world of good to see today. I just saw a sign that said hitchhikers may be escaped inmates. What the heck? What's out here, guys? Okay, I didn't know there was a jail out here. Like, what the heck is that? I still like it down here, guys. I mean, oh, Dave would laugh if Waze took me to the wrong place, and I don't think it did. It did not. Okay. Oh, and there's someone mowing. We're gonna have to wait, guys, to see this. Was not expecting that.
You made it. I look forward to sharing another cup of tea again soon. Until then.
Okay, so we're here. I just need to find like a place to put my car. I said put my car, but I mean park. Hold on. All right, so I need to turn around, and it's really hard to turn around in a one-lane kind of situation here. So we're gonna just do this. And is everyone out mowing today on their little cute little things? I guess I'm such an outsider. They know that I don't belong here. Okay. All right. I'm in the middle of an intersection, but we're just gonna turn around. Oh, goodness gracious. But I do have a Jesus sticker on my car, so that helps. Like, I've got Jesus. I'm good. Okay. But you guys see how rural that it is out here? Oh, there's a nice house back there. Okay. So I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn into the cemetery, or actually, technically, a cemetery, it's a graveyard if it's next to a church, even though it's like dilapidated. So, I really wish there wasn't somebody outside mowing right now. That'd be really great. But we'll figure this out. Oh, that's gonna kill my allergies. Why? I don't know where to park. Oh, this is not good. I mean, I guess you have to expect it, that if you go somewhere abandoned that's rural, like what do you expect? Like a paved parking lot? Like what do I expect? This is such a pain. Okay. I'm gonna have to wait for this guy to get done for that dust to settle. But at least they take care of it, you know? I'm just trying to figure out the best place to park. So embarrassing. Okay, and this is St. Dominic's graveyard is what this is going to be called. What this is called. So I'm going to pull off over here and park in the grass. Again, guys, my apologies for the lawnmower. I am loving this tree. Everything about it, I'm loving. So we are gonna walk out here. We'll read the historical marker first, because that's just, you know, that's what we're gonna do. And you can see the church there. It's a beautiful day out. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Where's Mr. Rogers when you need him? Okay, there's some more ants that are bigger than my cat. Okay, so here's our historical marker. So I'm going to read it as I show you guys. Town of D'Hanis. I say D'Hanis like a Texan, but maybe D'Hanis, I don't know. So it's now known as Old D'Hanis. It was established in 1847 by 29 families under the leadership of Theodore Gentils, representing Henry Castro, who was from 1781 to 1861, distinguished pioneer and colonizer of Texas who introduced the early settlers of Medina County. Named in honor of William D'Hanis, and you say his first name, it's Guillaume, and I don't want to butcher that, manager of the Colonization Society. When the Southern Pacific Railroad missed the town, its citizens moved to the present D'Hanis. And this was erected by the state of Texas in 1936. Texas was busy in 1936 for its centennial. You'll notice most of the signs and monuments I come across are, brought then. And I did notice driving into town, as you guys saw, there was railroad tracks, but it did not come through here. It was off to my right. So we will walk towards the sunflowers. There's a really beautiful home back there. I could dig it. That looks like that's like an old outhouse. See, it's already happening. It's gonna be a second before we can go through that cemetery. Okay, so we'll read this historical marker. This is St. Dominic Catholic Church and Cemetery. Congregation formed in 1847 with founding of D'Hanis Colony by settlers from Alsace, France. Guys, that is so funny. I was just telling you guys about that. I have literally traced one of my ancestors literally to Alsace, France. Or Alsace, however you say it, it's A-L-S-A-C-E.
Alsace.
That is freaking amazing. Okay, like I was led here for a reason. I can't believe this. In 1853, when town became a mission parish, limestone church was built using timber hauled by ox wagon from Medina River. Sandstone extension was built in 1868 upon arrival of first resident pastor, but abandoned after 1914 when the new church was built in New D'Hanis, which is 1.5 miles west of here. Cemetery, dating from burial of child of colonists in 1847, was used until 1893 when new cemetery was started following a diphtheria epidemic. Guys, literally guys, I'll find it, try to post it if I can find it, but it's on my ancestry.com stuff. I have literally traced one of my ancestors to this town in Alsace.
Alsace.
That's insane. An old me that would be in ghost hunting would be like, oh, there's someone here for me. No, there's not. I just get to learn about history. Okay, so we're gonna watch where we walk because there's huge ants and things I don't want to step on. So, and I've got my glasses on, so I need to kind of take those off so I can see. But it is protected by this fence. I want to walk in, is what I really, sorry, there's bugs. I really want to walk in. I'm going to see if there's a way I can get into the ruins, but I'm not really sure. But it even looks like right there, something was there, like a decoration of some sort. Because there's one there too. Amazing. Again, sorry for the bugs. You kind of see, I mean, this is what it would have looked like. This is uninhabited. And I bet there was some sort of like decoration in there. So let's try to go around. I'm gonna wait for the guy to get done mowing and we'll try to see if we can get inside. But guys, these ants here are no joke. I don't know if you can see them, but they're huge. They're huge, they're huge. So it mentioned a Presidio, so I guess this could still technically be part of a Presidio series, even though it's not technically a Presidio, but you know, it did mention it in its history. Okay, so let's take a walk over to the cemetery. How are you? Good. It is so wild for me to think that my actual ancestors could be in this very cemetery that I'm definitely related to. Sorry guys, there's going to be a lot of camera movement because I have a lot of bugs around me. Want to take a seat? Look, there's sunflowers and the moon right above that. Don't know if you guys can see the moon, but the moon is out. Let's see if I can put my... See, it looks like someone's trying to get in because they've put stones to like climb it. I'm not going to be that daring today as much as I would like to. Okay, so there's just no way the earth and nature has taken over. If you guys can kind of see the ruins in there. I mean, I need someone with me and a long sleeve shirt on and hiking boots to try to like get over here. And it looks like over here is some dead cactus, so you definitely don't want to climb through that. And there's like a lot of fence here. But let's take a look at the cemetery and see who is here, since it hasn't been used, and I really enjoy old cemeteries. I would imagine that's the actual church bell. It says Alexander Hoffman, born in Bohemia, killed by Indians in Uvalde County, March 23rd, 1860, served in Mexican War, and first sheriff of Bandera County. And I love how they've got the Texas flag inscribed, so may he rest in peace. He was born in Bohemia. Oh gosh. Okay guys, this is why you gotta be careful right here. I almost like literally fell into this grave. Like, that was close. Ground is soft, lots of ants. You know what I just realized, guys? I think that chair is there for people to get into it if they want to go in, which I'm not. This is the bell of the church. Kind of take a walk around, ignore my nails. I kind of want to get it to ring, but I'm not. I don't think this is the time or the place. I just don't feel like I should. And guys, the cool part is right up here, there's sunflowers growing on top of the church. And I'm gonna try to walk around the other side. Okay, so I walked back to the front. And like I said, I don't have hiking boots on. You guys know I wear like the wrong shoes every time I go, and there's tons of bugs. There's no way I'm about to walk back there to try to get in. I would love to see what it looks like inside, but I just feel like breaking into it. Well, I'm breaking into it, but just climbing a wall to get into it. I mean, who knows what's in there as much as I would like to see. So I'm trying to film as much as I can from the outside and kind of zooming in for you guys. But yeah, it's definitely, oh my gosh, huge spider web, huge spider web. This random place I decided to go today is, like I mentioned, I know I'm saying it wrong, but they mentioned Alsace is how I say it in France. Alsace. And ancestry, because I've done ancestry and genealogy for years and years. I have traced an ancestor back to that city. on my great-grandmother's side, and just to be in an area where people from that city and that same time range are from could have met my ancestor. My ancestor could have been buried here. I could be related to people here, and it's just a really different feeling, and it's really, really neat.